Solve each of the following equations for x between 0 and 180. 3 tan 2x equals 1, and 3 cos squared x plus 2 sin x minus 3 equals 0. So I've got the problem here. So the first one then, let's have a look at that. Well, here we've got tan 2x is equal to, move the 3 down from 1 times to divide, so that will be a third, or we can write that, so tan y we can write equals a third, and the y is 2x. I'm just going to put y in place, and if we double this, so we'll get 0 is less than equal to 2x, which is y, is less than equal to 360. So that's what we need to look for then. This is the problem really, in simplified form. So draw a circle, right cast, there's 0 to 360 already implicit in the drawing. Tan is positive here and here, isn't it? So draw two lines and mark off the alpha, the associated acute angle to the horizontal, and write tan alpha, and drop any negative if there is one to drop. There isn't, so alpha equals that. So alpha is equal to shift tan a third, isn't it? So shift tan a third then, we need to be in degrees mode. So shift mode first, let's just check that. We need degrees. So shift tan a third, shift tan, inverse tan of 1 divided by 3 equals 18.4 degrees. So that tells us then, so y is equal to, then the first solution for the y value is round here, which is simply round 18.4 degrees. And the other solution for y, we need to go round, right round to here, which is 180 plus 18.4, which is 198.4 degrees. So that tells us now what x is. Y is 2x, so we just need to divide everything by 2 then, don't we? So this will be 9.2 degrees, and this one will be divided by 2, 99.2 degrees. So there we are then. That's part 1. Part 2, here we've got a cosine squared, but we've got a sine. So if we replace cosine squared by 1 minus sine squared, we'll have a quadratic in sine. So here we see that 3 of cos squared, which we can write as 1 minus sine squared, plus 2 sine x minus 3 equals 0. So all I've done is put cos squared is 1 minus sine squared and written down the other terms as is, equals 0. So here we've got minus 3 sine squared. So I'm going to move that over here and write it down from right to left as 3 sine squared x. Then the 2 sine x, let's move that over there, and that becomes minus 2 sine x. And then we've got a 3 here, minus 3, so it's going to be 0. So there's nothing to move over then, equals, and on the other side we moved everything over here, so it will just equal 0, won't it? So this tells us now a sine x is common, and we've got a 3 sine x inside the bracket, don't we? Minus the 2, yeah? Equals 0. So that implies then that sine x equals 0. And the other solution would be sine x would equal, what would it be? 2/3? 2 over 3, isn't it? So we need to solve these. And x is varying between 0 and 180, isn't it? So let's have a look at this then. Let's draw a circle. Right cast. I'm going to do this one first. Sine x is 0. So here, sine is, we'll call it positive, here and here, because the answer will come out anyway. So there's alpha, here and here. So we write down sine alpha, and drop any negative if there is one to drop. So alpha is equal to 0, isn't it, here? So that tells us then what x is, as we knew already. X is 0 to 180 degrees. These are the two solutions. If we go around 0 from here, for example, we get to 0 degrees. And if we go around to the other one, here, round 180, back 0 is 180. Now the other solution, sine x is 2/3. Let's draw a circle again. CAST. Sine is positive, here and here. Draw two lines, mark off the alpha again, and write sine alpha and drop the negative. There isn't one to drop, so sine alpha is 2/3. So alpha is equal to shift sine 2/3. So it's shift sine 2 divided by 3 equals 41.8 degrees. So now we can read off the actual solution. So there's the first one. X is equal to 41.8 degrees, or the next solution is right round to here, which is 180 back 41.8, which is 138.2 degrees, isn't it? So there's the solutions. X is 0, 180, 41.8, or 138.2.